I went in his phone. Yes. Oh my God. Clicked on the picture. Think you deserve better than her. Hi, it's Naila Jones, 35 plus and still feel torn up. You don't know. So today I bring to you a story time. And boy, guys, I don't know how women are like this or behave so ratchet or behave so desperate. It's not cute. But let me get into it. My story time is about a girl who I met through a media platform, and basically she started to text my man. Guys, this was some time ago, I can't lie to you, and at this time me and my partner were still together, but I asked him to move out and he got his own place in a different city, which is not too far from me, but it was like we still went to see each other, or he'd be at mine or I'd be at his. In fact, at one point I had the key to his place, and at one point I even had a key to his place. Again, guys, do not go back to your ex. When it's over, make sure it's over between y'all. It's not cute. So anyway, so I'm living on my own, he's living on his own, and as I said, guys, especially on the weekends, he'd like, "Babes, come down, let's go out." And we had a lot of fun. In fact, at this point I was like, you know what, maybe this relationship can work out, because we're doing things like how we used to do in the beginning, and we're enjoying each other again, which is a bit crazy. I was told about a streaming app, an app where I can go and stream live and people give you gifts, and the gifts go into diamonds, and diamonds you can change the diamonds into cash. So I joined this live streaming, and it was really, really good. I had fun. I met some amazing people. So I met this girl that used to always come to my stream. Let's call her Dirty Girl. No, because she's just no. But anyway, let's not call her Dirty Girl. Let's call her Orange. Yeah. Orange used to come in my stream all the time, and she gave me loads of support. She was very consistent on the platform that I was on, or on my live stream anyway, and till one day we exchanged numbers. She's like, "Yo, give me your number, man, we can talk offline." We exchanged numbers, and then I discovered, or well, she told me that she doesn't live very far from me, and how she gets bored sometimes because she doesn't really have a lot of friends and blah blah blah. So I was developing some kind of friendship with this girl. I wouldn't call her a bestie or even a friend like that. I guess it was just somebody that I'd met, and I would say they're more of acquaintance, because, and that, you know, that's a whole different thing. Who you value as friends is up to you. And I have an amazing group of friends. I've been friends with them for over 20 years, guys, and those are my friends. So I was streaming one night, and she was like, "Get off the stream, I'm bored, I want to go out." I was like, okay. I said, "All right then, guys, I'm gonna go." And my partner was staying at mine that weekend, but he had work, so he was going to work. He works in the evenings till way down in the morning. So she was like, "Do you want to go for a meal? I'm bored, and at least we get to see each other and meet each other finally." I was like, "Okay, cool, that sounds good. What do you want to do?" She's like, "I'd like to go for a meal and we can just sit down and chat, blah blah blah." I was like, "Cool." So we went along to this meal, and we had a great time. We ate food. I got to know her a bit more. She told me about what she does, her work, her kids, or her son. And yeah, it was cool. She seemed really cool. But I still had my guard up a bit, because it's somebody new, and you've got to be careful nowadays who you're meeting, because it's the world out here, man. There's some mad people, and obviously she proved to be a psycho, mad girl, desperate. Anyway, after the meal, our relationship grew a little bit more. We spoke to each other a lot more. We WhatsApped each other. We went out a few more times. We went shopping, went to Birmingham, and she seemed pretty cool. Like, one night she called me again and was like, "I want to go to a club." I'm like, you know what, I'm not really a clubbing person. She came and picked me up. We stopped up at the shop. I brought her some cigarettes and I gave her money for fuel, and we got to a club, and we went in the club, I'm just having a great time, dancing, enjoying, you know, hey, hey, broken out because I had not long moved to the city. It was about a year in. I was glad that someone could show me around and, you know, show me the nightlife in the city that I live. And even though I'm not a going out person, but it's just nice to know places where I could go, or me and my friends could go, whatever. So I needed the bathroom, guys, and I said to her, can you just hold my phone? But before I felt like I needed the toilet, I was on Instagram, just scrolling through Instagram, and I took my phone off the automatic lock. You know, when the screen locks on its own, you literally have to press the side of my phone for the screen to lock. I was on Instagram scrolling through and I was like, Orange, I need the toilet, hold my phone, I'll be back. Went to the toilet, came back, she gave me my phone. Well, I took my phone from her, and when I looked, it was on WhatsApp. And you know, for a split second I was like, I'm sure I left it on Instagram. But anyway, I just left it. We enjoyed the night. She dropped me home, continued to talk. She must have messaged me towards the Christmas time, and she was like, what you do New Year's? I says, well, you know, I'm not really, and I hadn't seen her very much after the time that we went out, but she did call me and was like, what are you doing New Year's Eve? I said, well, you know what, I'm going to spend it with my family, and I like to go to church, and I don't really go out clubbing. She's like, well, you're boring, blah blah blah. I said, well, that's what I do. Christmas came and gone, New Year's came and gone. I hadn't heard anything from her, and at this point, just when we were entering into the new year, me and my partner was going through it. Like, we was going through it, and I was like, I was done. In fact, him and I had split up just before Christmas, and he phoned me Christmas and was like, what are you doing Christmas Day? And I was like, you know what, I'm going to spend it with my mum. And he was a bit upset about it. Anyway, cut a long story short, we weren't really speaking, and in the January, he was like, we was off and on. In the January, we was like off and on speaking, and he was like, I really want to make it work. In fact, guys, I'm going to do a story time of why we actually split up, which is really, really sad, because I can't say that he wasn't a good guy, but what we went through, I just know the relationship was going to work based on that thing, but I will do a story time on that. So Valentine's Day comes. It's approaching Valentine's Day. Bearing in mind, guys, I have not heard from Orange at all. In fact, I've had no desire to call her either. I found out the couple of times that I've met her that she's a nice girl, but it's not the kind of person that I'm used to, or I kind of want around me on an everyday basis or on a regular basis. You know what I mean? So my partner / ex-partner called me towards Valentine's. He's like, yo, Valentine's is coming up, babe, what we do? And I was like, you know what, I don't think it's a good idea that we link. He's like, come on, babe. I was like, you know what, let's do this. So he's like, come to mine the day before Valentine's Day, and he told me what we're gonna do, and we had a great time. I can't lie, we had a really good time. Anyway, oh lord, are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready for the tea? Like, are you ready for the tea? Let me sip some water. OMG. Oh my god. So I got there the day before Valentine's Day. We went and we played pool. He cooked and we chilled. The next day he was like, we decided that we're gonna go out to a club and we're gonna go for a meal in the day. And you know what, we had an amazing time whilst he was sleeping, guys. I know y'all gonna come for me when I say this, but I just have to let you know, I went in his phone. Yes, guys, I did. I went in his phone because I wanted to see if he's chatting to any other girls. You know, I like how he's living on his own and blah blah blah, and he sleeps so dead, guys. So what I did, I got his finger and I put it on the fingerprint, because it's a fingerprint phone. You have to put your fingerprint on to unlock it, because he sleeps so dead. So yeah, I did that, and I wasn't really seeing anything. I went through his WhatsApp and briefly I went through his messages and and then I scrolled up and I saw who's this, but with the girl's face that I went out with, that I told you guys I met her at the streaming app. We went out and blah blah blah, and I was like, this is why, guys, you do not tell people about your man, because I did tell her that he's a good, because he is a good guy. Like, he's got his amazing ways, and that's why I felt he's the only guy that I've ever fell in love with. And guys, I've been married. I got married at 18 and was with the guy from I was 16. Do you know what I mean? And I got married to this other guy, but this guy I absolutely fell head over heels for. Like, and he did treat me because he's an African guy, Nigerian guy. Still, no, guys. Anyway, but anyway, I digress. Let me go back to what I was saying. So I'm like, what? So when I clicked the picture, I said, I can't believe, how the hell, what is this? And bearing in mind, guys, I haven't really told him about this girl. In fact, I haven't told him anything about this girl, met a new friend or anything like that. Trust me, I haven't said anything. When I clicked on the picture, I'm thinking, what? Is this a coincidence or what the hell's going on here? Clicked on the picture and she was like, let's call my partner Apple. She was like, hi Apple, I know you don't know me, but my name is Orange. I'm a friend of your girlfriend. Think you deserve better than her. She doesn't deserve you. You need a good woman like me. She's got XYZ man. She thinks she's all that and a bag of chips. She hasn't said nothing good about you. Like, what? Are you for real? You know what? I could not believe what I was seeing in the goddamn phone. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. But because I've gone through personal development, and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna act. No way. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna call. So anyway, she then went on to, and then he was like, who's this? Do I know you? Where did you get my number from? She's like, don't worry how I got my number. I'm just letting you know, blah blah blah, that I like you. And they had this conversation, and he was like, she was like, then she messaged him before Valentine's Day, and in my head I was like, why is he entertaining this girl though? She's clearly said, I'm a friend of your girl, so why are you entertaining her? Why are you entertaining the girl? And I was like, this is mad. So I was getting a bit upset reading it, but as I said, I was gonna keep calm and stay rational. Do you know what I mean? So then she messaged him again, and I'm not sticking up for him or anything like that, but he did not really have a conversation. But still, I was like, why haven't you blocked her? Why haven't you told her you're not interested or anything like that? You know what I mean? So I was a bit upset about that. She went on, so the week of Valentine's now, she messaged him and was like, what are you doing? I could drive down. Do you want to meet up for Valentine's Day? And blah, 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 and so on and so on. Anyway, I clicked off the phone. I put the phone down, and his phone started to ring, but it was another girl. Bear in mind, guys, I have not seen anything else apart from this girl, my friend, messaging my man. The phone rang. It was ringing. I said, I'm not going to pick it up. It rang again. I put the phone to my ears and I put the phone down. Then the phone rang again, and I was like, I woke him up. I says, Apple. Oh, was his name Apple? Yeah, his name's Apple, in the guy. I was like, Apple, your gal's calling you. And he looked at the phone and put it under his pillow. Anyway, the next day I went home and I thought, you know what, this is too much for me. I'm just going to call it. And even I went home and I thought about the reasons why we had split up in the first place, and I thought, you know what, I'm just kidding myself. I need to move on. I need to be on my own. I need to figure this stuff out. He's a good person. If we can be jovial and be friends, that's fine. But in terms of a relationship, it's not going to work, and you are just living in denial, and you're living in a fantasy world, and you just need to move on with your life. And so I did. I didn't call her straight away. I called her about three or 4 weeks later, and I called her. I was like, hi. She's like, hey stranger, what's up? Wagwan, long time. I says, don't hey wagwan me or long time me. Why have you been messaging my man? She just hung up the phone, and that was the last I heard from her, and that was it. I didn't even have a conversation with my ex about this whole thing till further on. I asked him, why the hell didn't you just delete the girl? He just said he wanted to hear some information or wanted to hear stuff that she might tell him or whatever else, but he had no intentions of meeting her because it's just not cool. And I believe him, because I know he's not that much of a punk. You know what I mean? But he's a punk. He is a punk still. But yes, guys, so that is my story. Like, who does that? And it's the first time in my life I've ever experienced like that, because none of my friends wouldn't even dream. There's bound, like, I didn't even know. Like, I hear story times, I hear people talking about how the friends tried to teach their man and stuff like that. I've never experienced this. I've never experienced this in my life, so I was totally shocked. And like, I was looking at myself, could I do so? I would never. Do you know how much guys that is on roads, people? Why do you have to go that low to go in someone's phone and want their man? Wow. It's a total madness. But anyway, guys, that brings me to the end of my storyline. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload videos. I really enjoy doing story time. I have a lot to talk about, and hopefully through my experiences and stuff I can help and impact you guys. But yes, don't forget to watch these other videos here or wherever it's going to be, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.